Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for your support of Indie Agency News. Yeah, I'm wearing a Chargers jersey. So let's go to San Diego and let's meet an indie agency, Josh Roush, founder and CEO, Movetic. I always mispronounce it. Movetic. Right. Did I get it right?
Absolutely. So it's the unison of movement and aesthetic. So hopefully that will go there moving forward for you.
Yes. Okay. So now the thing to point out here is that I'm sitting here wearing Justin Herbert jerseys. So go Ducks. I'm in Oregon. So let's go with that. I do realize that the Chargers are now in Los Angeles, but in my mind, they're always going to be the San Diego Chargers. So Josh, before we get started, do San Diegans still support the Chargers, or is this just is it just a bad scene?
Oh no, it is absolutely still alive and well. That is for sure.
So now hold on. San Diego is one of my favorite places to go. Now, I caveat this by saying that I'm a cold weather person. So if you told me you had a choice to go to, say, Cancun or Reykjavik, your boy here would probably pick Reykjavik, weirdly enough. And I love Hawaii. Kauai is our thing. But I have to say, San Diego is just the most remarkably awesome place. And you grew up there, right?
Yep, absolutely. Born and raised in Encinitas.
Oh God. The food is so okay. So I don't want to turn this into a visit San Diego thing. The place says itself.
Hey, the Mexican food, next level.
Yo,
Absolutely.
it doesn't even not even. All right. So we've established the name of the agency. Tell me about when you were founded. And I know that like a lot of agencies, you got people spread out all around the world. So tell us a little bit about when you were founded and a little bit more about the background.
Yeah, perfect. So I founded it with my co-founder, Andrew DePaulo, back in 2014. Actually, we went to school at University at SDSU, and we founded it down in Mission Beach and just kind of bootstrapped it to where it's at now. There are 10 of us on staff, kind of multi-discipline kind of crew here. We focus on brand, web, and then also content as well for a handful of different clients all across the US.
Now, let's talk about every agency has a great list of things that they are strong and good at. But what would you say your agency is best known for? And what would you say the top 3 core strengths are?
Yeah, I'd say as of late, we've really been pushing into the CPG and consumer kind of facet. So really, I'd say kind of the core things from working with a company called Skrewball Whiskey, that really kind of put us on the map of that level. So I'd say our kind of core strengths have really just been in that the brand strategy meets identity and then goes to web and content. We really just kind of focus on those core components instead of trying to do all things for everybody.
Right. I will say, brief aside, my favorite brand is in San Diego, and that's Sunbum.
Yep.
Sunbum, if you're listening, I love you. And we'd love to have you as the official, actually, sunscreen and hair product of Indie Agency News. There are some cool brands down there. I mean, you got Sunbum, you've got TaylorMade's down there. You got a lot of cool brands down there.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I feel like the scene, a lot of companies from the Bay Area are actually starting to move down here more and more.
Oh,
And then
interesting.
also a lot of companies from LA too. So I think
Okay.
it's just really starting to boom more and more, especially more so, I think, in the lifestyle arena, just makes sense for a lot of different companies to come down here.
Right. What now? This idea you had mentioned that you bootstrapped it at San Diego State University, soon to be in the Pac-12 once they figure that out.
Please, please.
It would be great. I mean,
hope
San
so,
Diego
man.
State,
We're rooting
Fresno
for
State
it.
would be great. Boise State would be great. Pac-12 will be fine. So talk about being independent though, because and San Diego definitely has a very independent spirit to it, but why is being independent so important to you?
I mean, I think it just gives us the flexibility and control when working with clients and really adding a little bit more of that personalization and that human touch that I think is needed in today's landscape. Like you mentioned, I mean, being bootstrap has taught us a lot and really humbled us a lot too. right? Because at the end of the day, we really treat our money like it's our client's money and vice versa. So really, when we work with clients, we get that bespoke interaction that really makes us unique in that landscape.
I know a little bit about being bootstrapped.
Oh yes.
Present project of indie agency news, notwithstanding. But there's reward in that too. I mean, it's there. So there are days when it to your point, where it feels really great, but then behind that sometimes it's really challenging. How did you navigate? And this is probably more an advice piece for those who are thinking of starting their own indie agency, for those who maybe they're in chapter 1 of their journey. What did you learn along the way? And I don't want to say what do you regret, but what are some things that you learned along the way that you felt, well, maybe we should have done this differently, or next time we're going to do this differently?
Yeah, I think there are a couple things. The first thing that comes into my mind is, I did start it when I was 24.
Oh,
So
wow.
thankfully I started a little bit younger when I was in my career. I would say just the biggest thing that I've learned is just your own mindset, right? Like as cliche as that can be, I think just believing in yourself and kind of pushing through, because with any company, any business, you name it, you are going to go through a lot of ups and downs as a business owner. And I think that's just been something that I like to inspire people, whether it's my talent, staff, other partners and stuff like that. That would be probably the big thing. And then on the other side is just treat people well, right? I think
Yeah.
reputation and that type of interaction is so important, and don't be afraid to go the extra mile. I feel like a lot of people, obviously are shy to that, but really at the end of the day, an agency is about adding value and creating services that really get them excited about what the potential of their business can be.
Right. I'd like you to turn your head to the left, please. Look behind you. Your other left. Oh, wait, no,
Okay.
yeah. Is that,
Yeah.
I think I have it right. Explain those Crocs, please.
Yes,
Go get them. Go
dude.
get them. Go get them. Go get them and bring
Okay.
them
Okay.
over to the
Okay.
screen. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's go.
All right, let's see what we got here. Oh
Look
my
at these
God.
bad boys, dude. Well, this is special for a lot of reasons. I'll start that.
Okay.
One, the reason why it's so special is it's Hocus Pocus, Disney, Crocs collab, shout
Oh
out,
my
which is super cool. Second off, talk about bootstrapping and whatnot. I think I'm just most proud about it because I was able to bring in my girlfriend to kind of shoot with it. And she's a huge Disney fan. So to me, this is a reminder of just like, hey, don't stop believing in yourself, keep going in regards to that, because you never know what project you're going to work on.
Right.
Shout out Crocs.
Yeah, no doubt. And then, yeah, because and then looking back at your shelf there, so are those like current brands that you're working with, or brands that you've worked with in the past? I like this. Bring some other stuff over. What do you got? What else you got?
Yeah, dude.
I like this.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of stuff. We got,
We may have a new segment
um,
here. All right.
yeah, right.
So there's okay.
Kind
So
of
that's the
what's in your
whiskey.
agency closet, man. That's what I feel like we're doing here.
Okay. Right.
This is like an OG prototype for Skrewball Whiskey, peanut butter whiskey, if you haven't heard of it. Just kind of the original designs of what we kind of created. So I
Oh
just
my
love this.
God.
This is like OG right here. Hopefully one day this will be worth something. So I think that's cool.
I think the Crocs will be worth more than that. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
What else do I got over here, man? Yeah, I'd say this is pretty special to us because I think this was like
Oh,
something
it's a
that like
pencil. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it's a pencil. It's cool. The whole shout out to my whole team for working their asses off for this. It's just a cool one club, award that we got.
Right.
It's always been a goal for us. Yeah, man, I could go on and on. My
Ah, this
designers
is
created that. I mean, yeah, dude,
this is great. All right, I like that. I like that.
cool little reminder, man.
A little tour. I like that. That's fun.
Absolutely.
Um, so clearly you've done some really interesting. I mean, the Crocs stuff is fantastic. But what's the main reason a brand should work with you and your agency?
Man, that's a good question. Yeah, I just think that we pour a lot of passion and heart and soul into what we do, and I think that's just been something that we love to do. Is we just really like to take the time to get to know our clients and really think differently. I think at the end of the day, we're just so crowded and inundated with a lot of products and ads and whatnot, and we're just very thrifty ourselves, and we just really take the time to get to know our clients and then want to create stuff that is very powerful.
Yeah, I like that. Um, How do you like to build chemistry with your brand partners? And especially in like the process of getting to know each other, because I know that on the front end, usually it's you look for the chemistry and all of that, but how do you build that chemistry once you get cooking?
Yeah, I think a couple things. One, I think trust is such a huge driver in any relationship. So I think just setting the appropriate expectations at the beginning is really important. But then also at the end of the day, just getting to know each other, right? Getting to know what makes them tick, what gets them excited. Because at the end of the day, really what we're here is to be an extension of them. And so if as long as I take the time to get to know them and work together as a unit, I think that's really important. And that's why I think a big part of our culture is the idea of us versus I. So it's
Mhm.
working together to create something powerful.
Yep. There is no I in team unless you're speaking French,
Absolutely.
and there is. Um,
Unless.
let's move over to talent real quick. Why should talent, whether they're full time or whether it is maybe a designer that you bring in on a freelance basis, why should talent be putting your agency on their list?
Man, I just think, kind of one of the biggest things for talent has always been is looking and finding stuff within them, right? And I think, like,
Mm,
for me, I've just always been very excited to empower and bring the best out of people, and I think that's just something that I've enjoyed in my own self, because I think there's a lot of empathy when creating a business, designing, creating, doing photography, you name it. So I just think I have a lot of empathy and a lot of heart in each person that I work with, and I really wanna bring the best out of them.
I like that. Our little thought experiment question, whether it is an existing client or one with whom you would like to work, which CMO or marketer would you like to say hello to?
And that is a good one. Well, first off, I want to absolutely shout out to all the Crocs crew and the
Oh,
tractor
yeah.
crew,
Yeah.
for believing in us constantly. And then yeah, the new one, man, this might come out of left field, but Wolverine, I'm really excited about. It's a company I've yet to work with, but I think they have a lot of potential. They do a lot of like apparel, shoes,
Yeah.
you name it. And yeah, man, I just see a prime disruption there, and really would love to get involved with them.
Who's the marketer? Who's specifically, do you know the marketer?
I do not, but I'm so ready to get in touch with them and figure and make shit
Alright, we'll
happen.
find it. Yeah, yeah, we'll find it.
Let's find them.
We'll find we'll find them. Uh, how many people does Snapdragon Stadium hold? Do you know offhand?
Oh man, I don't want to butcher
I
it.
mean, I'm fishing because I would love to see the Chargers come back.
So I
Fans of
can't
North
tell
Carolina.
you. So actually, can I? Here, let me just show you some since we're in the tour. But I was just
Right.
there, and check out this bad boy.
Oh, you're kidding me.
So I just
GNR?
saw. Yep, I just saw them at Snapdragon. So let's go. I
Oh my god, you and I are just like a little 80s cliche here. You're much younger than me, though. You're substantially younger than me.
don't know about that hair though. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Well, there's some salad going on. Yeah, I know. I know. Oh my god, GNR. And I have to say that, and again, I don't want to make this about Visit San Diego, but I'm going to. If you can go see a concert, if you can go see like our avowed rival, the Wave in soccer, um, Alex Morgan and company. They are our avowed Portland Thorns. Yeah, that's a good rivalry. That's turning into a good rivalry. I mean, Angel
Hey,
FC, sure, but the Portland San Diego NWSL rivalry is going to be good for a very long time.
and I have some really exciting since we're on that Visit San Diego too point of view. We're working with a company and we're doing the branding for it. It's called Front Wave Arena. So
Oh,
actually, there is another arena, hint hint, coming to Oceanside real soon. That's going to
hockey?
be awesome. Well, it's going to be all different types of entertainment, music,
Oh,
you
okay,
name
so
it.
north.
So
Okay, got it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, which would be
Okay,
perfect because I think a lot of um, like, the music venues, you name it, are just down south, right? So it
right.
kinda is a great place for all the North County folks to kinda hang out in a sizable arena.
Right on. Right on. Well,
So,
Josh, I'm glad we talked about work. We talked about, we got a chance to rifle through the promotional closet, as we used to call it in radio.
yeah.
Um, But no, I love hearing about your background and just how passionate you are about it. And yeah, man, keep on keeping on. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate the time, and thanks for having me.